So far, so good.
Yeah, I think so.
It's working over there. Shake, shake, shake. Woohoo. Da-da-da-dee. Oh, sure, something went wrong. There we go.
Oh, not mine.
Okay, I'm glowing.
We are live. Yeah.
I like glowing.
Hello.
Hello. Well, we're going through an unusual heat wave right now.
But by morning?
No, I think it's more like Tuesday.
No, the temperature is supposed to drop all day tomorrow.
Okay.
Into the 20s by tomorrow night.
Nice. So I'll bring up some of the locust.
Yeah, I figured you and Drew could.
I'm just going to grab a couple of rounds and bring them up.
Oh.
I don't plan on spilling any.
Okay.
This is just for a day.
It might be, but it's supposed to be a little bit chilly this week.
Yep. No, it's not supposed to be bad. Just like a day or two. I watch the weather a lot.
I looked at it this morning. I thought it was going to be a chillier week. But
Okay. Well, it's going to be chillier than this week was. I mean,
Okay.
We're out here in shorts and t-shirts all week since Christmas.
And I think Christmas Day I actually had the AC on because the kitchen was so hot.
I think you did
we
too.
have one unit in the kitchen.
That's
like
heat or AC.
So I just turned that little unit on. I'm like, I need some air.
Yep. Yeah, it's just been really, really warm. And yes, I do have a bit of a cough because I've been leaf blowing for days. Usually the leaf blowing that gets done in the spring. Well, I took advantage of the warmer days and been running leaf blowers, clearing up ditches and clearing off roads and doing all that kind of stuff. So naturally get the scratchy throat from doing that, but it is what it is. We had the second round of microgreens going.
Yes, we do.
They have to deliver Wednesday.
Yep, they're growing really well too.
Except for one tray. One tray went bad.
It did, but I'm not sure why.
We don't know why.
Everything else is growing.
Yeah, everything else is going great.
You picked the one thing.
Well,
I was saying everything was growing good.
Total disclosure. But yeah, I don't know. But we don't know why that one tray went bad.
I think the way the grow tent is, like, more water dripped on that tray.
Okay, could be.
But I don't know.
Oversaturation.
Could be.
What else we got going on besides a house full of people?
Yeah, it's been a busy week where we have people over for days, like weeks, week and a half,
something like that.
So yeah, we got
people coming and going, and
yep,
staying, and yeah. Had a great Sunday school this morning.
Great church too.
It was a good day to be in the house of the Lord.
And Emma sang, and every time she sings, I end up bawling.
Yeah, it got me today too.
Yeah.
And that usually doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But.
And it was the song "The Truth," and maybe I'll find a link. Maybe I'll put that in the comments. But yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah. Chickens are still laying.
They're laying better.
We started to prepare to move sheep.
That's this week's project.
Yeah.
And since we have all these people here, we're going to see.
We might be putting in the work. Well, because the ewes go down to the pole barn at this point in time.
The pregnant older ewes.
Yes. So I took one section of fencing down there to one of our chicken fencing, and we got that one set. And then we'll put two more sections down there, so they'll have 300 feet of fencing at least for the next 2 months. But then we have to take the two different groups of three and move them into their spot, and then we have to take the two big rams, Claude and Jericho, put them together.
They've never been together before, so we don't know what's going to happen.
And they're both
alpha.
They're both alphas. but they're both also very chill. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Too Tasty's been a bit of a nudge. He likes to
just
but
roundies.
He likes to move things with his head. My money's on Claude too. But and he'll move Phil with his head and like kind of run into him and kind of go like this. And again this afternoon he was standing next to me and kind of went like that. So I dropped the bucket of feed. I grabbed both of his ears and
nope.
And when I was ready to let him go, I let him go. And I let him go, and he just kind of walked away. So he's learning. But I also let Phil eat a little bit before Tasty got to eat. So there's a little bit, you got to do right.
Yep.
And next week also, they go with their ewes. So we're going to be separating the little ewes into their paddocks and putting their rams with them. So that's going to be happening too.
Mm-hmm.
We still have to finish our decision process on who with who. I have it laid out, but
okay, we'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm. And then I think the last thing that we have to do this week is get our meat bird order in.
We were supposed to do that I think I actually got it mapped out like a week ago,
Mm-hmm.
like the dates and stuff, but we definitely have to get them on order.
We've got it mapped out. I talked to Bethany a little bit about it. So because she's planning on also being here in June. So we're trying to coordinate a harvest when they're going to be here along with babies. Because we'll have June babies and we'll have June harvest and we'll have a lot going on in June.
Milking the babies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a busy month, a year, actually, because we're going to be doing the same thing in March.
Yeah.
Yep. Except for the, probably won't be doing any chicken harvesting in March.
No, the chicks come, though.
Yes.
The first batch of chicks come in March. And with the kids here, and when I say kids, they're older. A couple of them, or actually most of them, like to hike, and one of them wanted to get out and hike. So she walked from our house all the way down to the mailbox and back up, and I went with her, and we've been doing that for the past couple of days, and I'm sore.
Mm-hmm. I'm not doing it. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's good, though.
It is good.
It's very good.
It's good. It's
Okay.
good. No, I've been out working on with the leaf blower and doing all that kind of stuff, so I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything else.
Oh, it's definitely leg day. Standing up at church today, it was like, oh, yeah, I felt every bit of it.
Yeah. Think of anything else?
No, it's just been busy with the holidays and juggling everything, but yeah.
Oh, we were told by one of our tenants that they look to be closing in on the house that they're buying middle of January. So that cabin will definitely be opening up. Well, should be opening up in January. So
yeah, if anybody's looking for a place to rent, to live, to learn, to apprentice, I guess. Yeah, let us know. We've got a couple of, they're smaller cabins. They're very simple. But yeah, we'd love to talk to you.
But also, we're working to build an intentional community.
Yeah.
And if that means selling off a little section too, because somebody may want to own something, that's something we're open to talk about too. So
yeah, we're just letting God lead on this one.
Yes. But anywho, Let's see. I think that's about it.
I think you're right.
So we have 3 chapters of Mark to read tonight. This is our last Sunday of 2025. And these are the last 3 chapters of Mark that we're reading. Not sure what we're going to start off the new year with, but I know how we're ending.
I know what you said to start the new year off
Yep.
with. It's like, I'm not ready for that.
Yep. We might ease into that a little bit, but I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been a great year so far.
Blessed.
Yes.
Lots of changes, though.
Mm-hmm. That's been changes for the past 10 years.
Yeah, but the hurricane was kind of a whirlwind.
Yeah. But we're going to go ahead and get into the word. We are in, like I said, we are in Mark. We are on 14, and I think 14 has some length to it. So 14, 15, and 16.
Yes,
Yep.
we got confirmation it is 14.
Amy, as always, if you don't mind,
Okay.
go ahead and get it started.
Mark 14. Now the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread were only 2 days away, and the chief priests and the teachers of the law were looking for some sly way to arrest Jesus and kill him. But not during the feast, they said, or the people may riot. While he was in Bethany, reclining at the table in the home of a man known as Simon the leper, a woman came with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume made of pure nard. She broke the jar and poured the perfume on his head. Some of those present were indignantly to one another, why this waste of perfume? It could have been sold for more than a year's wages and the money given to the poor. And they rebuked her harshly. Leave her alone, said Jesus. Why are you bothering her? She has done a beautiful thing to me. The poor you will always have with you, but you can help them anytime you want. But you will not always have me. She did what she could. She poured perfume on my body beforehand to prepare my burial. I tell you the truth, whatever the gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her. Then Judas Iscariot, one of the 12, went to the chief priests and to betray Jesus to them. They were delighted to hear this, and they promised to give him money. So they watched for an opportunity to hand him over.
On the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, when it was customary to sacrifice the Passover lamb, Jesus' disciples asked him, "Where do you want us to go and make preparations for you to eat the Passover?" So he sent 2 of his disciples, telling them, "Go into the city, and a man carrying a jar of water will meet you. Follow him. Say to the owner of the house he enters, 'The teacher asks, where is my guest room, where I may eat the Passover with my disciples?' He will show you a large upper room, furnished and ready. Make preparations for us there." The disciples left, went into the city, and found things just as Jesus had told them. So they prepared the Passover. When evening came, Jesus arrived with the 12. While they were reclining at the table eating, he said, "I tell you the truth, one of you will betray me, one who is eating with me." They were saddened, and one by one they said to him, "Surely not I." "It is one of the 12, he replied, "one who dips bread into the bowl with me. The Son of Man will go just as it is written about him. But woe to that man who betrays the Son of Man. It would be better for him if he had not been born." While they were eating, Jesus took bread, gave thanks, and broke it, and gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take it, this is my body." Then he took the cup, gave thanks, and offered it to them, and they all drank from it. "This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many," he said to them. "I tell you the truth, I will not drink again of the fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it anew in the kingdom of God." When they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives. Mount of Olives has been coming up a lot lately.
Yeah, it has. Definitely has. "You will fall away," Jesus told them, "for it is written, 'I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered.' But after I have risen, I will go ahead of you to Galilee." Peter declared, "Even if all fall away, I will not." "I tell you the truth," Jesus answered. "Today, yes, tonight, before the rooster crows twice, you yourself will disown me 3 times." But Peter insisted emphatically, "Even if I have to die with you," what?
Emphatically.
Oh, "I will never disown you." And all the others said the same.
Sorry, didn't mean that.
It's okay.
They went to a place called Gethsemane. Jesus said to his disciples, "Sit here while I pray." He took Peter, James, and John along with him, and he began to be deeply distressed and troubled. "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death," he said to them. "Stay here and keep watch." Going a little farther, he fell to the ground and prayed that, if possible, the hour might pass from him. "Abba, Father," he said, "everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will." Then he returned to his disciples and found them sleeping. "Simon," he said to Peter, that was a change right there. Calling him, yep.
Yeah.
"Are you asleep? Could you not keep watch for 1 hour? Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak." Once more he went away and prayed the same thing. When he came back, he again found them sleeping because their eyes were heavy. They did not know what to say to him. Returning the 3rd time, he said to them, "Are you still sleeping and resting? Enough, the hour has come. Look, the Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise, let's go. Here comes my betrayer."
Just as he was speaking, Judas, one of the 12, appeared. With him was a crowd armed with swords and clubs, sent from the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and the elders. Now the betrayer had arranged a signal with them. "The one I kiss, the man, arrest him, and lead him away under guard." Going at once to Jesus, Judas said, "Rabbi," and kissed him. The men seized Jesus and arrested him. Then one of those standing near drew his sword and struck the servant of the high priest, cutting off his ear. "Am I leading a rebellion," said Jesus, "that you have come out with swords and clubs to capture me? Every day I was with you, teaching in the temple courts, and you did not arrest me. But the scriptures must be fulfilled." And everyone deserted him and fled. A young man, wearing nothing but a linen garment, was following Jesus. When they seized him, he fled naked, leaving his garment behind. I don't remember that line.
I don't remember that one either.
Okay. John? Okay.
Little John?
I don't know. She may tell us.
They took Jesus to the high priest. What was that?
I don't know.
Okay. Sorry, lots of noises out here. They took Jesus to the high priest, and all the chief priests, elders, and teachers of the law came together. Peter followed him at a distance, right into the courtyard of the high priest. There he sat with the guards and warmed himself at the fire. The chief priests and the whole Sanhedrin were looking for evidence against Jesus so that they could put him to death. But they did not find any. Many testified falsely against him, but their statements did not agree. Then some stood up and gave this false testimony against him. "We heard him say, 'I will destroy this man-made temple, and in 3 days will build another, not made by man.' Yet even then their testimonies did not agree. Then the high priest stood up before them and asked Jesus, "Are you not going to answer? What is this testimony that these men are bringing against you?" But Jesus remained silent and gave no answer. Again, the high priest asked him, "Are you the Christ, the Son of the Blessed One?" "I am," said Jesus. "Are you, and you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven." The high priest tore his clothes. "Why do we need any more witnesses?" he asked. "You have heard the blasphemy. What do you think?" They all condemned him as worthy of death. Then some began to spit at him. They blindfolded him, struck him with their fists, and said, "Prophesy." And the guards took him and beat him.
While Peter was below in the courtyard, one of the servant girls of the high priest came by. When she saw Peter warming himself, he looked closely at him. "You also were with that Nazarene Jesus," she said, but he denied it. "I don't know or understand what you're talking about," he said, and went out into the entryway. When the servant girl saw him there, she said again to those standing around, "This fellow is one of them." Again, he denied it. After a little while, those standing near said to Peter, "Surely you are one of them, for you are a Galilean." He began to call down curses on himself, and he swore to them, "I don't know this man you are talking about." Immediately the rooster crowed the second time, and Peter remembered the words Jesus had spoken to him, "Before the rooster crows twice, you will disown me 3 times." And he broke down and wept. It doesn't say bitterly there.
Chapter 15. Very early in the morning, the chief priests with the elders, the teachers of the law, and the whole Sanhedrin reached a decision. They bound Jesus, led him away, and handed him over to Pilate. "Are you the king of the Jews?" asked Pilate. "Yes, it is as you say," Jesus replied. The chief priests accused him of many things. So again Pilate asked him, "Aren't you going to answer? See how many things they are accusing you of?" But Jesus still made no reply, and Pilate was amazed. Now it was the custom at the feast to release a prisoner whom the people requested. A man called Barabbas was imprisoned with the insurrectionists who had committed murder in the uprising. The crowd came up and asked Pilate to do for them what he usually did. "Do you want me to release to you the king of the Jews?" asked Pilate, knowing it was out of envy that the chief priests had handed Jesus over to him. But the chief priests stirred up the crowd to have Pilate release Barabbas instead. "What shall I do then with the one you called the king of the Jews?" Pilate asked them. "Crucify him," they shouted. "Why? What crime has he committed?" asked Pilate. But they shouted all the louder, "Crucify him." Wanting to satisfy the crowd, Pilate released Barabbas to them. He had Jesus flogged and handed him over to be crucified.
The soldiers led Jesus away into the palace and called together the whole company of soldiers. They put a purple robe on him and twisted together a crown of thorns and set it on him. And they began to call out to him, "Hail, King of the Jews!" Again and again they struck him on the head with a staff and spit on him. Falling on their knees, they paid homage to him. And when they had mocked him, they took off the purple robe and put his own clothes on him. Then they led him out to crucify him.
A certain man from Cyrene, Simon, the father of Alexander and Rufus, was passing by on his way in from the country, and they forced him to carry the cross. They brought Jesus to the place called Golgotha, which means the place of the skull. Then they offered him wine mixed with myrrh, but he did not take it. And they crucified him, dividing up his clothes. They cast lots to see what each would get. It was the third hour when they crucified him. The written notice on the charge against him read, "The King of the Jews." They crucified 2 robbers with him, one on his right hand and one on his left. Those who passed by hurled insults at him, shaking their heads and saying, "So, you are going to destroy the temple and build it in 3 days. Come down from the cross and save yourself." In the same way, the chief priests and the teachers of the law mocked him among themselves. "He saved others," they said, "but he can't save himself. Let this Christ, this King of Israel, come down now from the cross, that we may see and believe." Those crucified with him also heaped insults on him.
At the 6th hour, darkness came over the whole land until the 9th hour. And at the 9th hour, Jesus cried out in a loud voice, "Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani," which means, my God, why have you forsaken me?" When some of those standing near heard this, they said, "Listen, he's calling Elijah." One man ran, filled a sponge with wine vinegar, and put it on a stick, and offered it to Jesus to drink. "Now leave him alone. Let's see if Elijah comes to take him down." With a loud cry, Jesus breathed his last. The curtain of the temple was torn in 2 from top to bottom, and when the centurion who stood there in front of Jesus heard his cry and saw how he died, he said, "Surely this man was the Son of God." Some women were watching from a distance. Among them were Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James, and the younger and of Joses and Salome. In Galilee, these women had followed him and cared for his needs. Many other women who had come up with him to Jerusalem were also there.
It was preparation day, that is the day before the Sabbath. So as evening approached, Joseph of Arimathea, a prominent member of the council, who was himself waiting for the kingdom of God, went boldly to Pilate and asked for Jesus' body. Pilate was surprised to hear that he was already dead. Summoning the centurion, he asked him if Jesus had already died. When he learned from the centurion that it was so, he gave the body to Joseph. So Joseph bought some linen cloth, took down the body, wrapped it in the linen, and placed it in a tomb cut out of rock. Then he rolled a stone against the entrance of the tomb. Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of Joses, saw where he was laid.
When the Sabbath was over, Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James, and Salome brought spices so that they may go anoint Jesus' body. Very early the first day of the week, just after sunrise, they were on their way to the tomb, and they asked each other, "Who will roll away the stone from the entrance of the tomb?" But when they looked up, they saw the stone, which was very large, had been rolled away. As they entered the tomb, they saw a young man dressed in a white robe, sitting on the right side, and they were alarmed. "Don't be alarmed," he said. "You are looking for Jesus the Nazarene, who was crucified. He has risen. He is not here. See the place where they laid him. But go tell his disciples and Peter, he is going ahead of you to Galilee. There you will see him, just as he told you." Trembling and bewildered, the women went out and fled from the tomb. They said nothing to anyone because they were afraid. You keep reading?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I could, if you want.
No matter.
When Jesus rose early on the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary Magdalene, out of whom he had driven 7 demons. She went and told those who had been with him and who were mourning and weeping. When they heard that Jesus was alive and that she had seen him, they did not believe. Afterward, Jesus appeared in a different form to 2 of them while they were walking in the country. These returned and reported it to the rest, but they did not believe them either. Later, Jesus appeared to the 11 as they were eating. He rebuked them for their lack of faith and their stubborn refusal to believe those who had seen him after he had risen. He said to them, "Go into all the world and preach the good news to all creation. Whoever believes and is baptized will be saved, but whoever does not believe will be condemned. And these signs will accompany those who believe. In my name they will drive out demons, they will speak in new tongues, they will pick up snakes with their hands, and when they drink deadly poison, it will not hurt them at all. They will place their hands on sick people, and they will get well." After the Lord Jesus had spoken to them, he was taken up into heaven, and he sat at the right hand of God. Then the disciples went out and preached everywhere, and the Lord worked with them and confirmed his word by the signs that accompanied it. And that's the end of Mark.
It is.
I had something really profound to say somewhere back around 15 that I was saving till the end. I forget what it was.
Taken up from the Mount of Olives. But what were you talking about the Mount of Olives this morning?
We talked about the Mount of Olives this morning, and then Bethany messaged about the Mount of Olives, confirming that it was where the three of them were seen.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of talking about the Mount of Olives. Oh, the little boy that ran away. I'm gonna actually do some research into that one, because Bethany said it might be Mark.
Might be Mark, might be John.
So to be continued. If one thing I've learned from doing Sunday school at our church is I don't give an answer unless I know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Some pick on me about that, but that's okay.
No, but saying I don't have that answer,
Mm-hmm.
but I will figure that out for you.
Yep.
There's a lot to be said for that.
So I definitely don't know it all.
I don't either.
I'm learning
every day.
Mm-hmm. So we're getting into the new year.
Mm-hmm. Lots of new things.
Mm-hmm.
We have planned.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if it's God's plan. I mean, we're praying that it's God's plan, but sometimes you plan things and God's like, I'm going to shift your direction.
That's not what I said.
So.
Oh, one neat thing today. If you're familiar with the Fit Farmer, and
I should find that link.
If you watch, and we'll try to, we might even be able to copy it below.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Or paste it in the comments. He did a real neat video today, featuring his sheep, and it was the sheep that we brought down a couple months ago. So if you get a chance and just looking for something else to watch other than some of the crazy stuff that's out there, I recommend this video. It was, for us, it was really fun to watch. So yeah, go ahead and check it out.
Yeah, I linked it.
There's a link right there.
Yep.
So it's not really long, but yeah.
No, but those are our two little sheeps, and
you get to see Moose.
Moose and Agnes.
Moose and Agnes. Yep. So, as always, keep us in your prayers. And if you have any prayer requests, get the email below and send us an email with anything specific. If you have questions, you can leave them in the comments. If you want to discuss something, we can do it through comments. We can do it through email. We love being able to dig deeper with people into the Word. It's something we've really developed a deep passion for.
Mm-hmm.
both our study here, and then I also prepare during the week for the Sunday school lesson that I teach. That's such a huge blessing. The more it pushes me into the Word, the more deeper and the more understanding and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a wide variety of friends who have different backgrounds, and just talking with them and learning and comparing it to
all different Christian backgrounds too.
Yeah.
I mean, from Baptist to Pentecostal to Catholic to people that are more they I don't want to say Torah driven, but they follow the Torah calendar, the biblical calendar.
Yeah, and there's a lot to be said for that too.
There's a lot to be said for that. So it's all challenging, and it's all individual journeys that we're
Work out
on.
your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Yeah. We don't believe there's anything wrong with having a Christmas tree. Just don't worship your Christmas tree. Yes, Bethany, we're looking forward to June also. So, with that all said, I'm going to stop talking because my throat's a little scratchy.
And I think dinner's ready.
Yeah, I think dinner's ready too. So, Happy New Year, everybody. We'll see you soon. I don't
see you next year.
You're so funny.
I know.
But yeah, let us know if you need anything. Y'all take care now.
Bye.